So I value my time a lot, that's why today I will share with you 12 useful tips to run a productive daily cube farming and show you as well how I got 34 cubes in 30 minutes. The structure is gonna be first what to do before bossing, what to do while bossing, and also what to do after bossing. So let's start with it. So the first one is after you log in, summon your familiars while walking to the storage. This is the best moment to summon your familiars because later you will be probably using double jump or other movement skills, and if you want to use this summoning skill, you'll have a little delay, and this is not only to save you time but also to improve the game experience and to make it a little bit more fun, because personally I don't enjoy when I have to wait for something. The second one is buy ahead multiple Legion drop coupons, and for this one I use the 10 minutes coupons because obviously we don't need more time to do the bossing, and every week we can purchase 10 of them. So the idea here is to plan ahead your week and know what days are you gonna do the cube farming stuff, and buy the amount of coupons that you need. For example, in my case, I usually buy 3 to 5 coupons per week, 2 for the weekends and 3 for the weekdays. And the idea here again is to avoid going to the storage every time that you log in with a character and every day that you do the cube farming stuff. This will save you a good amount of time, to be honest. The third one is to use a black screen to create a party. While you are in a black screen, probably going to the first boss, you can type /create party and then press enter, and then you will appear with a party created. This only applies after a maintenance, because after maintenance we log in without a party. But usually doing the daily or the daily stuff, I usually leave my character with a party created. Tip number 4 is to use the boss summoning time to prepare for the next boss. This applies, for example, in Papulatus. After you drop the puzzle thingy to summon it, you can, instead of doing nothing, you can open the boss tab and go to Bon Leon and leave the mouse on top of the go button. So the idea is, so after you kill Papulatus and after you exit the map, you can just press the button and you just go directly to the boss. You can use this trick again in Papulatus to go to Bon Leon. You can use in Bon Leon to go to Arcarium, and in Arcarium to go to Rangmaru. The same thing. Tip number 5 is to choose the bosses wisely. For example, while I am bossing, I only do normal Magnus, only CL, N or whatever that's called, normal Papulatus, Harbon Leon, normal Arcarium, and Madman Rangmaru. Why? Because in my experience, and because of some Reddit forum, I don't know, I read that these are the ones with higher rate to drop cubes, and the others are just simply not worth the time. For example, I can easily go to Hela, but I have to go through a lot of portals and kill a lot of mobs, and that's just a waste of time. And also the same for Ping Bing, I just have to walk like a lot of passages and stuff, so that's not worth it, to be honest. Tip number 6 is to use your attacks wisely. For example, from all the bosses that I mentioned before, Papulatus is the hardest one, so I use the burst or the strongest attack just to kill the first phase of Papulatus. I use buff skills, for example, I don't know, Maple Warrior or different hyper skills buff and stuff in Arcarium, because I don't want to die with his FMA or full map attack, whatever you want to call it. And for Rangmaru, I use some kind of summoning skill to help me to kill all the bodies. That boss has a lot of bodies and stuff. Yeah. Tip number 7 is to leave the party to quick the map faster. This only applies to Bon Leon and maybe Magnus sometimes. Instead of walking all the way to the exit and pressing the portal and stuff, you just leave the party and you will jump right to the exit, and you will save a lot of time of that walking thing that you have to do after killing the boss. Tip number 8 is to learn to move your character faster. The idea here again is to save time by walking and moving faster. For example, whenever I use my Mercedes, I use Lightning Edge plus Spirit Nimble Flight, so I can use like a huge dash, or I just can simply use Jump plus Tornado. Whenever I use my Phantom, I use that skill called Short Walk, I think, 3 times, and then a double jump to move faster. And then whenever I use my Buccaneer, I use the Super Jump, which is a new feature that came with the Destiny Revamp stuff. And whenever I use my Battle Mage, I just use Battle Burst or Dash, whatever you want to call it, Finishing Blow or the main attack plus a Teleport. Or you just can simply use the Teleport skill, or if you have like a good typing speed or you have like a good ping, you can use Teleport up plus jump and then to teleport on the direction that you want to go. Tip number 9 is to don't pick up all the drops. If I don't see a queue, for example, I don't bother going to the left or right to pick up all the items. This includes, of course, Crusader coins and Medal of Honors, unless I want to reroll my inner ability. And yes, I know that Crusader coins give you a lot of spell traces and stuff, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth the time. The amount of coins that you receive and the time that you have to do left and right and stuff. It's just up to you. Tip number 10 is to level up your holy symbol. Of course, the idea here is to go up all the way up to level 30 to increase the drop rate, but you know, node stones are not always cheap, so the idea here is to complete the whole sequence with just only one cast. This depends, of course, on the character and the speed that you do the bossing, but for example, for my Demon Slayer, I don't finish the whole sequence before it expires, so I have to increase the level of the holy symbol stuff, but for my Battle Mage, I have enough time, to be honest. So I think the average level is level 15. This means that you must level up your holy symbol to level 10 and use the 5 level increase of the core enhancement thingy on the P matrix. Tip number 11 is to use batching to move the cubes to the storage. This technique means that we group activities to do them all at once. For example, I don't move my cubes daily to the storage. Instead, I wait until the last day of the week and I move them all at once. And of course you will see me doing it in the video because I am doing it for the sake of the video. That's it. And finally, tip number 12 is to leave the drop items equipped on the last character. So the idea here is that the next time you log in, you won't have to equip them again, and obviously you will have to start with the last character that you did the previous day bossing. And that's all for the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you found something useful, please give it a like and subscribe, and you know all that fun stuff. If you wanna see the whole 30 something minutes of cube farming and how I actually got the 34 cubes, click the video on the right. If you wanna see how I do my weekly bossing with a powerful buccaneer, click this video on the left. Also, if you have video ideas or questions that you want me to answer, please let me know in the comment section below. That's all. Thank you very much again and see you later. Bye.